Okay, we'll open the September 25th Select Board meeting. Mike Ahern, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first order of business is to approve the meetings for the Board of Selectmen non-public and work session from September the 11th, 2017. Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the minutes.
A second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. And we also have the minutes from the Board of Selectmen, September 11th, 2017.
Motion to accept those as written?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. The Select Board will meet on the following dates. Regular meeting, 6 p.m., Tuesday, October 10th, and Monday, October 23rd, 2017. Work review sessions prior to the regular meeting will start at 5 p.m. Tentative work sessions, October 30th, 2017, if needed. Town offices will be closed Monday, October the 9th, for Columbus Day. All of the above meetings will be held at the Town Hall unless otherwise posted. Citizens wishing to be listed on the Select Board's agenda should notify the Town Hall before 12 p.m. the Friday before the scheduled meeting. New members are needed for Planning Board and Zoning Board positions. If interested, please submit a letter of intent to the Plymouth Selectboard's office, 6 Post Office Square, Plymouth, New Hampshire, 03264. It has come to the Select Board's attention that there has been a memorandum of agreement between Northern Pass and Plymouth Village Water and Sewer. We have no copy of this, and we cannot deny or confirm this. However, we would like to read this brief statement. We, the Board of Selectmen, wish to tell you, the people of Plymouth, that we have listened. You have voiced your concern on Northern Pass, and we have followed your direction. Our mission has always been, it is unfortunate that the Plymouth Village Water and Sewer Commissioners are supportive of Northern Pass. The Board of Selectmen is not associated with Plymouth Water and Sewer, though we sometimes have a strong influence on one another's mission. Our mission has always been and always will be to assist you, Plymouth residents, in attaining and maintaining a high standard for your quality of life. The Board of Selectmen in no way support Northern Pass, nor the memorandum of agreement between it and the Plymouth Village Water and Sewer, as it does not embrace our mission. We, the Board of Selectmen, recommend that you write your concerns directly to the Plymouth Village Water and Sewer at 227 Old North Main Street, Plymouth, New Hampshire. Do we have discussion from the board?
Mike,
Mike?
I'd want to add to that their memorandum of agreement with Northern Pass does not mean that the Northern Pass is going to happen. It just means that should it happen, they would have some sort of agreement to work together. And unfortunately, that memorandum of agreement that they put together could sound to some like they're working with the town. And so I would caution I would caution that, I would be aware of that, because with the right audience, like the SEC that is holding hearings, they could talk to the SEC Northern Pass and make it sound like it's the town of Plymouth municipality and not the water and sewer. And I don't know if that might be what Northern Pass had in mind by working with some entity in Plymouth and getting some sort of agreement. So I would really urge those that are in the water and sewer district to contact the water and sewer commissioners, as the letter said, and make sure that they understand their concerns on what it would sound like, especially to the SEC members.
Any other comments?
I agree with Mike 100%, and also would want to mention the fact that there is going to be an SEC site visit in Plymouth on October 3rd, and there's going to be a large demonstration plan to at least make a viewing for the SEC when they come through town, as well as give an opportunity for, I guess, Senator Gaeta, Joe Kenny. There are a few others that are going to be holding a press conference after that visit. And it's something I support as well, and I would urge everyone to show up, because you know, we do not want Northern Pass to go through our town.
I've been attending some of the meetings with the Plymouth Village Water and Sewer, and I specifically requested information regarding their position on Northern Pass, and I really, I'm a little disappointed that they weren't more transparent with us. And I firmly believe that Northern Pass is not a good project for this town.
We've heard from the town, and we know where the town stands. As a board, we stand with the town in that, you know, we don't even know what is in this agreement, haven't seen it. So thank you, Mike, for your comments as well. I second that.
Thank you, Mike. Do we have a motion to put this letter to signature, which has some other information in reference to the potential of Northern Path, and make it available to the public?
I make a motion that the select board members sign the letter that you have there that states the explanation from the Board of Selectmen's perspective about the memorandum of agreement between the Plymouth Water and Sewer and Northern Pass.
Do I have a second?
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Under Chairman's comment, I have a little statement here. I would like to take the opportunity to acknowledge one of Plymouth's great employees. I haven't submitted this to the selectmen. These are my thoughts. Our town administrator, Paul Freitas, It was my pleasure in 2007 to nominate Paul for the position, from the position of temporary town administrator to permanent administrator. From that day on, this man has given his all to protect and serve this town. I've seen him work his administration job, leave work, drive a shift on a plow truck, go home, take a nap, then show up at 4 a.m. to do another 4-hour shift in a plow truck, and then assume a role as town administrator at 8 a.m. He's also a FEMA director in our area. When first confirmed for this position, some said it would take months, maybe a year, to get all the certifications for this position. Paul did this in less than 60 days. He's gone to Washington to lobby for grant money for the highway, the police, and the fire. He has streamlined our budget process over the last 10 years and will continue to do this. He's level funded the tax rate for the last 8 years for the people of this town. He keeps all of us selectmen and town department heads in line and out of trouble legally. He is a man who leads with this attitude: I will ask you to do nothing I would not do or have not done. He has never in the past 8 years taken all of his vacation because the town comes first. He can do it all, and if you see him this week, take time to thank him for the great job that he has done. Let him know you stand with him and you support him in this position. And the reason I brought this forward is there are some people that criticize the job that he has done. But I assure you, this man has been wanted by other towns. But he chose to stay here and take care of the town of Plymouth. And I personally want to thank Paul for everything he's done, for the way he helps us do our job. And thank you very much.
You're welcome. I wasn't anticipating that. I want to make one correction. I wish I had left it where we were level taxed for the last 8 years. Oh, the taxes did go up.
Well, all right.
Level,
The taxes,
Our budget- our budget's been-
we've
yes.
been level funded,
level budgeted.
level budgeted, so
but,
I'll
tax rate
take, I'll
has
take that
increased.
correction in there. Does anybody else have any comments or thoughts?
So do you want to retract that now?
I'd just like to echo that, John. It's very nice sentiment for our town manager, and I hope the other towns don't know what a great job he does, because we would never want to lose him.
Yeah, and like I say, there's been criticism, and I hear things on the streets, and, you know, it just irritates me, number one, that they won't come to his face and say it, and that they, you know, they'll come to us and drop these innuendos, and, you know, I just share this information with other people, and, you know, Paul is, you know, without a doubt, has done so much for this town, and we really appreciate it, and just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for your job.
I'd second that.
All right.
Thank you, and what I need to say that we've got a good management staff throughout the whole municipality.
We have.
It's not a one-person show.
I've been on the budget committee in this town for almost 14 years. And we used to have individual meetings. And Paul has worked with department heads, and every one of them is respectful of Paul. They know Paul's not going to ask them to give up anything. He hasn't given up. And, you know, we've got a staff second to none. And that's the highway department, recycling, the police, the fire. We've got a lot of hardworking employees, and I, as the chairman of the select board, say thank you for the job you're doing, and for each and every department head, and now we need to step forward and work on our budget for next year. All right, with that said.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, new purchase orders. Joe?
I have one here for Pike Industries. So this is my winter sand. Comes out of my winter sand services. 3,000 ton. This is roughly what we use.
It's kind of appropriate to approve that on a beautiful fall day like today at 91, huh?
Yeah. Better now than when it's snowing.
Yes. Do we have a motion? Any discussion? I'm sorry.
We're gonna be like housing the sand in our beautiful, new salt sand area.
We downsize it, we're gonna make it work, and this is a trial year.
Sounds good.
Any other discussion? We have a motion?
I move that we expend $13,650 for purchase of sand this year. Or, yeah, next year. This year, next year.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 It's gonna be that same yellow sand,
What's that?
it's that same yellow sand.
Yep. Same stuff we had last year. We had very good luck with it.
You can see where you spread it, that's for sure.
Okay, you have another one, Joe.
I do. Granite State Minerals,
Such a small,
that's my salt budget for the season.
different color.
I want the water line.
The price stayed the same. So the tonnage is the same, so it's basically just the same scenario as last year, so. Up to 32,000 for 540 tons.
All right. Do we have any discussion?
We used it all last winter?
Pretty
So-
close.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you get more than one price?
Yep, and the other place last year, there's only two that are within the working area, and the other place was not even taking bids for towns. And this year, I put a call in, and I didn't even get a return call back. So the product that we used last year is the same price. We had good luck with them, and so I'm not gonna fight a good thing.
Bill?
So does DOT, enter into a statewide contract and you can buy under their contract or something, or?
We get like state pricing, so we do get a reduction versus the regular guy off the street.
Okay. Good.
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve the expenditure of up to $32,000 with Granite State Minerals.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 And my last one is Granite State Asphalt. They're curbing people that I've had work for me. So we're buttoning up some work on the intersection of Merrill and Langdon. I was hoping to get it done before they pave, but college beat me to it, so they've just paved it today. But I'm gonna be able to get this in and make it work, and it'll still look good.
Okay, all right. Any discussion on this? We have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve $5,825 for curbing with Granite State Asphalt.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. give us an update on the Plymouth Energy Commission?
Sure. Yeah, Plymouth Energy Commission met last Wednesday, and we met with the attorney. The discussion is attorney-client, under attorney-client privilege, so it can't be released, but our attorney is going to modify the language of a contract that was provided to us by the contractor for the installation of the photovoltaic array. And there were several substantial concerns that the attorney found with the way the contract was written, and he's had expertise in installing or at least reviewing and nailing down a contract for the town of Peterborough in a very large array that they were doing. So he'll be reworking the language of that contract and going back with the contractor to see if we can resolve any differences. And that's where that stands, and hopefully we'll discover soon if the company is agreeable to the changes that are proposed.
Okay. Do we have any of the committee reports? Mike?
I attended a Chamber Board of Directors meeting on the 13th of September. They updated us that the Visitor Center in Campton is still on track to be sold. It's just, there was an issue with the title, with the state. They are working on some type of membership for towns so that each individual town within the area that the chamber covers can sign up as a member, which we're not right now. There was a Vicky from the state of New Hampshire Travel and Tourism came and spoke at PSU. I think it was last week. Very interesting talk that she did, and I think that the state is very well represented by that department, and that's it.
Brian?
Yeah, there's a couple of dates that the Parks and Rec Commission wanted to put forth, a couple annual events. The Fall Art Show is Saturday, October 7th on the Town Common from 9 a.m. to 4. And I think I mentioned before at our last meeting, the Fall Family Fun Festival, Saturday, October 21st, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and on the Town Common this year. The change of venue, it's usually held at Fox Park. I want to bring it downtown, I guess, this year. So, all the same things, refreshments provided, games, face painting, music, and the Great Pumpkin Race at 12:30. So.
Neil?
I attended a campus community council meeting on Tuesday, the 19th, and my impression is that the university is really making progress in resolving some of the issues that have been plaguing the town. And then on Tuesday evening, I attended a Conservation Commission meeting. The Conservation Commission is planning to hire an intern, a student intern, and they're looking to hire a surveyor to survey the land on Tenny Mountain. It's almost 100 acres up on top of Tenny Mountain that was given to the town. And they also have projects in mind to develop conservation land. Some of their projects are trail maintenance. They want to develop a new pamphlet, sort of marketing type pamphlet. They're working on improving their trail network, and they want to update their website and have more information available to the public. And they also want to concentrate on mapping invasive species. On Wednesday, I went to Littleton to a Board of Directors meeting of the North Country Council. They've recently reorganized. They have hired a new planner. They are planning to conduct a toxic substances operation at the Plymouth Solid Waste Facility this Saturday, on the 30th. If you have a variety of different toxic substances like paint, that you can bring it there, and they'll help you with it. And they're also, in their planning endeavors, they're working on road surface management and traffic counts, and Plymouth had an application to fund major construction on Highland Street between Old Ward Bridge Road and Broadway Street. We went through the entire application process, and we were rated at the top of the list, and we North Country Council recommended that the New Hampshire DOT fund our project, and unfortunately New Hampshire DOT has well, they haven't completed the process yet, but they put us on the 10-year plan. We are on the 10-year plan, but right now it's 2027, and they have financial concerns with their federal funding, and they don't dare to make a commitment until they know they have the money. And they also have a lot of red-listed bridges that they're trying to catch up on. On October 5th at 2 p.m., our governor's counselor, Joe Kenny, will be at Town Hall, and he's going to bring DOT engineers and planners with him, so that anybody from the public can come on October 5th at 2 p.m. to Town Hall and meet with him, and they can answer a lot of questions about the process that the DOT is using, and you know, it's a pretty extensive process. So on Thursday, let's see, I think that was the 21st, I had to go back to Littleton again for another meeting of the Transportation Advisory Council, and we worked on planning to try to speed up our process, try to see if we can speed up the process.
On what?
On highway funding.
Okay. Bill?
Got a couple meetings I went to, but so did any town get funds in this cycle?
No. Everybody got bumped back, and somebody else that got bumped back got moved forward. And 40 years ago, I was involved with the beginning of the process to build the Conway Bypass, and they worked on that and worked on that and worked on that, and we thought we were going to get the Conway Bypass. It's really needed, and it just has been announced it's not going to happen. They're not going to get it. Conway's not going to get their bypass. The state had already purchased a lot of land, and they're just going to have to turn it back. It's going to cut into their budget.
It's nuts.
They don't have the funds to do it.
I went to a planning board meeting last Thursday, and we actually had a quorum. And we have we approved Bridget Powers to be a member of that committee. And we had elections finally. Rebecca Hansen is the chair. Chris Buckley is the vice chair, and Bridget is the recording secretary, correct. And we have, at least there was an email that came out today from one of the members saying that there may be somebody else that's expressed an interest that will be showing up at the October meeting. So we may be flush. We also have a PERLAC meeting tomorrow night, Pemigewasset River Local Advisory Committee. And that's pretty much it. It's going to be actually 7 o'clock or 6:30 in Town Hall.
One other thing, John. I want to report that the Sherman Flyers, the group that was here a few months back, despite all the rain, they have their runway put in, and I've seen planes go up and down. It's pretty neat to see them up and going, so. Good.
Thank you for giving them an opportunity out there. You know. Again, in reference to the funding from North Country Council, I've talked to Senator Gaida and Joe Kenny, and so they are working with DOT, and they will be getting back with us, so possibly they'll have something for October 5th visitation. So
Well, we did make the list.
okay. See no public comments. We have a motion to go into non-public.
Sure. In accordance with RSA 91A 2, Roman numeral 2, A through I move that we go into non-public.
Second.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye.